Hey bookworms, it's Jade from Bedtime Bookworm and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the mid-year check-in tag. So we're in a little bit of a different background today. I didn't make it over to my normal filming location and the weather was nice outside, so I thought I would come out and film out here. Although I'm rushing to do this like an hour before I had originally planned because it turns out there's a storm coming through and I needed to get this filmed before the storm hit. We're also doing this a little bit vlog style. I'm probably gonna be changing angles a lot because my arm is already getting tired. I promise you I am wearing something down here. This is a little, let's see if I can't really do an outfit of the day on myself, but it's a romper that I actually bought in Hawaii when I went a couple summers ago, and this morning I was just feeling a little nostalgic, and so I put on this romper because it reminds me of my trip to Hawaii. Anyways, that is not why you guys are here. You guys are here for the mid-year check-in tag. So this was a tag that was originally created by Harriet Rosie and Dane Reads. I was tagged by both of them, so thank you guys for tagging me. I'm definitely excited to do this. Like Harriet said in her video, I also don't love the questions in the mid-year book freakout tag, and I did that tag last year, so it's kind of nice to do a different version of a mid-year tag, and I really like the questions that are in this one. So the first question is, how many books have you read so far this year? And I'm filming this on July 6th, and so far this year I've read 26 books. That puts me at exactly the halfway mark of my goal. So my goal for the year was to read 52 books, and I'm right on track. There was probably about a month or so where I was 2 books ahead of schedule, and now I'm just right on schedule again. So hopefully over the next couple months I can recreate that little bit of buffer I had, but we'll see. The next question is, what is your favorite book so far this year? This was really hard. I've read a lot of really good books this year. I've had a decent amount of 5-star ratings. I just looked through my Goodreads and I think I've had 9 5-star books that are not rereads. So a few more than that if you count rereads. But after thinking about it for a little bit, I think my favorite book so far has been Little Fires Everywhere. I really loved Little Fires Everywhere by Celeste Ng. I am unsure if it's just because it's one of my most recent 5-star reads, but I don't think so. I think that really is my favorite so far. The next question is, what is your most disappointing read of the year? And that is definitely Unburied Carol by Josh Malerman. That book was not what I was expecting, so partially it was a misunderstanding of expectations of the book, but I also I didn't like it, but I was really looking forward to it at the same time. Even the synopsis sounded really good, but it was not what I wanted it to be, basically. And even when I take out my expectations from the equation, I didn't like it. So definitely my most disappointing read so far. So the next question is, what's the genre that you have read the most of this year? And I just looked through my spreadsheet, and even though I feel like I've been reading a lot more contemporary than usual, it still doesn't even compare to the amount of fantasy that I've been reading. So high fantasy is definitely the answer for that. Question number 5 is, name a new favorite author that you've discovered this year. And that's going to be Celeste Ng. I read both of her books in June and fairly close together and really like them both. And I usually wait until I've had at least 2 books by an author that I love before I'll say they're a new favorite. And luckily I read them both really close together, and I can officially say that Celeste Ng is a new favorite author. Question number 6 is, what's the most surprisingly good book that you've read so far this year? For this one, I'm gonna go with Sea of Tranquility by Katja Millay. And on the one hand, I probably shouldn't have been surprised that I enjoyed it so much because it does have mostly 5-star ratings on Goodreads, which is not all that common. But at the same time, it's a genre that I don't typically like. It's YA contemporary romance, really. But it does have some heavier topics in it, which helps me to enjoy contemporary when I do read them. But yeah, I thought that I might like it because of how high the ratings are on Goodreads, but I didn't think that I would love it as much as I did. It really did surprise me. I loved it so much. Question number 7 is, what are your favorite and most anticipated 2018 releases? So my most anticipated 2018 release is definitely an easy answer. I'm gonna go with Muse of Nightmares. I just read Strange the Dreamer recently, like within the past few months, and loved it, which I am not surprised. I thought I was going to love it. And now I'm eagerly anticipating the sequel, and it's only duology, so it's like the finale of the duology, so I'm very excited to read that. Looking through my Goodreads, I've read about 6 2018 releases, and out of those, I have not given any of them 5 stars, but I've given quite a few 4 stars. I think my favorite out of them has been Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi, which probably isn't surprising because it has a lot of buzz and is widely talked about here on BookTube. But yeah, I didn't love that one, I think, quite as much as a lot of other people. I think a lot of people gave it 5 stars, but it was a solid, good, and fun read for me, and I gave it 4 stars. Question number 8 is, what's your next big priority for reading? And this is a hard question because I feel like I have lots of priorities, but as far as like what's my next biggest one, probably reading Six of Crows. Or, I'm sorry, not Six of Crows, but Crooked Kingdom. I've already read Six of Crows, and I have been wanting to read the sequel / ending to the duology for a really long time, and I just keep putting it off because I keep getting books from the library, and I tend to prioritize books from the library over books that I own, and I do own a physical copy of Crooked Kingdom. The other thing is, I've been trying to get my hands on an audio copy of it because I've heard the narrators are like, it's a whole crew of narrators, a cast, I guess is the right word, and that sounds really good, but my library, or any of the libraries, I'm a part of like 3 different libraries, none of them have the audiobook. So I've kind of been putting it off for that reason too. Like, I don't know if they're going to get the audiobook. I don't know if it's some sort of Audible exclusive, because I know that Audible exclusives exist, but I don't always know what books are Audible exclusives. So that one has been high on my priority list, but for various reasons keeps getting pushed back, and I really want to read it. I really want to finish the duology, but I also really want to know what happens, and I'm tired of trying to avoid spoilers for that series. So yeah, that's probably my next biggest priority. Question number 9 is, what's been your bookish highlight of the year so far? I mean, bookish events are always really fun. So going to the North Texas Teen Book Festival that was in Irving this year was a lot of fun. I got to meet Rhiannon from Crescent Moon Reads, and I got to hang out with Katie from Girl About Library. And those are 2 booktubers that I was really excited to make in real life friendships with. I think also just like the growth on my channel has been really nice, because over the last 6 months I've had like way more growth than I've had in the 2 years before that. So it's been really exciting to be putting so much time and effort into my channel and seeing new people find my content because of that. Oh, and I guess I should talk about the Watch Along. I think the Watch Along has a lot to do with some of my new subscribers and the new people that are finding my video, because a lot of them are finding them through searching YouTube for the Wheel of Time. I've had a lot of really good discussions about the Wheel of Time since starting this read along. I've really enjoyed doing the live shows, and it's just been really fun to have an outlet and be able to connect with some other Wheel of Time like hardcore fans. I mean, some of them know more about the Wheel of Time. Not even some of them, I think a lot of them know a lot more about the Wheel of Time than even I do, and it's just been really fun to interact with those people. I don't know, that was a lot of bookish highlights, but I've been having a lot of fun this year with all of those things. And then question number 10 is just to tag other people, and I will include the people that I'm tagging in the video here. These people are also linked down in the description box, so definitely check out their channels. Okay guys, so those are all of the questions to the mid-year check-in tag. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like bookish content. I post 1 to 2 times a week. That is all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bookworms, keep reading. Bye. Welcome back to my channel. Today, what is this called? Or how high the ratings are on our and I got to hang out from Katie, and those are 2 like new, and those are 2 book, and I will tag some people at the, and I will include the, I haven't, bye.